Yo, people, my people, gente, mi gente, que pasa USA? Here I am with another little short vid for you guys. And this time we're going to talk about the whole Wes Watson situation over here in Miami. And, you know, if you don't know who Wes Watson is, you don't know what situation he's in right now, look at your boy Dubs, D-U-B-S, online, and Johnny Bravo. He's good peeps. They make good videos and they talk about all those things. But one thing that I don't hear anybody talking about is his whole bodyguard situation thing. So I worked as a bodyguard many years in Miami. So I know how that works and what nobody talks about, because most people don't know, you see, that if you're a celebrity, if you're a famous person, or if you hire somebody and supposedly you have a bodyguard, regardless of whether you really are hiring a bodyguard or the person is posing as a bodyguard, but someone believes them to be a bodyguard or security, and that those people lay a hand on you, oh man, and you, brother, you can get such a beautiful suit out of that, brother. You can get so much money out of that, and people don't do it because they don't know. Now, let me give you an example. Tom Cruise is walking down the road, you know, he's on Hollywood Boulevard, and he has his bodyguard, a guy who, for the most part, many times they'll either dress like the person that they're protecting, or they'll be this big guy that they hire for less money just to look the role, all right, and to intimidate. Like you see a lot of people online, and a lot of influencers do that. They have these big guys, these big black dudes, 300 pounds, all right, like a Suge Knight looking dude walking next to them, and they get intimidated by seeing a person like that. Now, Wes Watson had people around him like that, right? But you know that that's going to be his bodyguard. That's going to be his security, right? A person who wanted to make money, and I'm not saying you should do this. Don't do this, guys, but I'm just saying, you want to make some money, you go up to a Wes Watson, or you go up to one of these people who have these bodyguards, and you let that bodyguard touch you, put their hands on you. That's an assault. As a bodyguard, you do that to somebody, you will get sued. Now, what will happen is this. The person will push me. I regularly won't sue Wes Watson, let's say, because I don't know if that's his bodyguard or not, because it wasn't Wes Watson who pushed me. But what I don't know, or what people don't know, is that that is Wes Watson's security detail. That's why he got away with it. Nobody asked questions. But whenever somebody is with other people, all right, and regularly, if they're a celebrity like this, and people know who they are, and Wes Watson, this is a perfect example, and they put their hands on you. In this case, it was Wes Watson's ex-fiancée who kidnapped, allegedly, all this is allegedly, and tampered with evidence, or kept her in the house, wouldn't let her leave the house while he beat her, right? As a bodyguard, you should not be caught in that situation, because you will be called to testify, and you have to go against your client. So you would regularly tell your client, look, if this ever happens, I have to testify against you, so don't put me in this situation. But let's go back to the Wes Watson situation. Wes Watson does this to his girlfriend, or his ex-fiancée. What's going to happen is, if this girl was smart, which I'm sure she is, but if she doesn't know this, Dubs, hook a brother up, let her know this. Johnny Bravo, John Bravo, Joe Bravo, talk about this, because this is very important. Easily, they can go and they can sue, they'll sue the bodyguard company. See, that guy, in order to work as a bodyguard, or to say he works as security, has to work for an agency and has to have a PI license. In Florida, if you're a bodyguard, you have to be a private investigator, period. Private investigators are the only one allowed in most of the United States to work as a bodyguard by law, because you have to be under somebody. You have to be supervised by some license, right? What license is it? It can't just be I'm part of the Crips, I'm part of the Hells Angels, like a lot of these people are. They'll go to jail, but most people don't understand this, how easy it is for you to go to jail, to be liable, and for your company to go bankrupt, and you have to pay everything. Dubs, hook a brother up. Just mention me. just talk about this because this is very important and she can make a lot of money, not just off Wes Watson, but off this guy who's supposedly the bodyguard, all right? And what will happen is you sue the company, the bodyguard. The bodyguard is supposed to work for a company. Chances are he's not working for no company. He's doing it on his own. That's where the problem comes, the big liability issue. He's going to get sued, plus Wes Watson's going to get sued by the bodyguard because the bodyguard's getting sued by Megan. See how it works? So going back to Tom Cruise walking down the street has this big guy next to him. That big guy pushes somebody away from Tom Cruise. That person can sue the bodyguard because that bodyguard works for a company. If the person doesn't work for the company, which most of them don't because they take chances knowing that people aren't going to sue because they don't know who to sue and how this works, they get away with it because it wasn't Tom Cruise who pushed her, it was the bodyguard. But the bodyguard getting sued, he will lose his job. He won't be able to work anywhere anymore because he's been working not under a license. He's been working unlicensed, okay? Claiming he's a bodyguard. That's probably what Wes Watson's bodyguard is, this case scenario. So he's gonna sue Wes Watson as well. You'd make so much freaking money if a bodyguard touches you. Look, please touch me. Please, I'm gonna walk down the street and I wanna see Wes Watson. I wanna see one of these people and I want your bodyguard to put his hands on me. Please, I don't want Wes Watson to put his hands on me. I want you to put your hands on me because knowing this, I would make so much freaking money. Moolah, baby, moolah. Dubs, this is the LAZ, brother. This is War Hero, brother, all right? Shouting out to you, man. I like your channel. John Bravo, I like your channel. Mention this because this is very important. If Megan doesn't know, hook her up, let her know. She has to sue that bodyguard if the bodyguard hasn't flipped, because that's the other thing. Knowing that he doesn't have a license, knowing that he's not working under a company, working for Wes Watson, he's gonna have to flip. Because if he doesn't, boy, and she knows, and the lawyer knows, oh, it's gonna be so juicy moolah coming in all over the place. Dubs, hook a brother up, let her know. Take care, guys. That's how it works.